obviously, I haven't given away game ball this year, but I gave it to Derek for sucking so bad in those first two possessions, and that got Blaze into the game. I'm just kidding. I gave it to Blaze. Blaze was. I'm so proud of him. He's a guy that has gone through a lot this year with the injury. He got hurt in the Queens game with the high ankle sprain, and he's really struggled with that from a timing standpoint. We have been working on the big lineup for this exact situation when they had two good post players with Wall and with Crowell, and it allowed us to go one-on-one in the post. We slid Derek to the 4 and Blaze at the 5, and those guys held their ground. We found a way where we got out of rotation, which we obviously didn't do very well in that first half. But, for a kid like Blaze, who has not complained 1 second since he's been here, not 1 second has he ever come to my office and said, can I get more time? He just continues to work. Coach Ziegler's done a great job giving him individual workouts, him and Oleg. And, for it to pay off in a game like this where we got down 17, and, the biggest thing I'm proud of, we kind of got that identity back a little bit today with, I think they had 12 in the first media and then 17 the rest of the game, and Blaze was a huge part of that. Young guys made some big plays. Jamarcus stepped up, hit that huge 3. Sam made a big steal after the timeout and the high-low pass, and we rebounded the ball well. That's the thing in the second half. Our rebounding allowed us to get out in transition, and then we started running really complicated offense. I said, just go find Casey and screen him, and that's what got him going. It got him open and got us back into the game. So, again, really proud of the guys for their effort and just their resilience. They could have folded when we got down 17, but they just kept coming, and that's the thing you love to see out of your team.
Kind of hinted on it. You named about 5 or 6 guys there. Derek called this a complete, total effort to win the game like this under these circumstances, down 17, and pull it out the way that you did. How much of a testament is it to this group to be able to even pull off something like that?
Well, and I'll say this about Derek. Obviously the first 2 possessions, second half, were disappointing. The first possession of the game was disappointing. We didn't execute what we were supposed to. And Derek came over. He was heated at, I think, a lot of it at himself, but he really composed himself, got back in the game, and just those plays he made down the stretch and in overtime. We went to him on the last play of the game, but those plays he made in overtime to get us going after they scored the first basket, and then we just kind of took it from there. But Derek was the guy that we put the ball in his hands, whether dribble handoff to Casey. Blaze did a great job screening to get Casey open on some of those shots, but just kind of clear out the side for Derek, and he made play after play. I thought Griesel had really good control, especially in the second half. First half, we just we kind of lost our mind a little bit. We were driving into the pile. I think we had 1 assist and 8 turnovers at halftime. And second half, we got much better movement. We didn't force it as much. Still too many turnovers. I think first 2 possessions, we had 2 of the 7 we had in the last 25 minutes. But, overall, I thought we played much better, much smarter. And, a big part of that was getting stops, not taking the ball out of the net every possession.
This team's been through a lot, obviously, with the injuries and everything. How special was that 5-minute stretch in particular, right? I think it was a 20-2 run that just erased everything, right?
Yeah. The fun part for, I think, everybody was just how into it. The bench, the crowd was absolutely phenomenal today, and it's why you do it. It just, to find a way to, we talk to our team all the time about there's going to be runs and there's going to be adversity and you got to fight through it. We knew Wisconsin would keep coming. They're one of the most poised teams in the country. Greg Gard does such a great job with that. But, our guys, they found a way to keep composure. And when we went on that run, just to see everybody, the excitement, how excited everybody was for Blaze. If you could have seen the locker room after, everybody came up to a man and hugged Blaze because of the type of kid he is and what he means to everybody. So yeah, it's definitely one to build on. It was, again, the big lineup. We've been waiting to throw it out there, and it ended up paying off for us.
Were you trying to go? It looked like a 2-for-1 situation there, sort of out of that timeout in regulation at the end.
Yeah, I mean, we wanted to get the best available shot, and we got it to Derek, and Corral, I thought, made a really good defensive play, went up vertical, but we just ran a little fake handoff to Casey and then tried to get Corral to jump out. He stayed underneath Derek, and I thought played him very good one-on-one defense, but that's what we wanted to do, get Derek the ball in space and try to get him to make a play.
Look, Wisconsin got to end the game. Were you guys content with that?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I said the look Wisconsin got to end regulation. Were you content with that?
Yeah. Chucky takes and makes big shots, and ball was in his hands, obviously, and I thought we did a good job of staying square. That's good job by our coaches understanding end of the game. They try to confuse on a guard-to-guard screen and slip out of it. I thought our guys did a good job staying square and forced Chucky into a tough contested shot. He can make them. There's no doubt about it. The kid's a hell of a player. Thought he had a great game today. But yeah, I was pleased how we defended that last shot.
You started the press conference saying, you couldn't describe, how this game felt, but, with being down 17, having some, turmoil, you'd say, and then having this incredible crowd along with you, does this rank amongst some of your favorite days or wins as a Nebraska head coach?
Yeah, it absolutely does. Just because our fans, I think, have appreciated this group, and I talked the other day in the media. It's really been like coaching two different teams with. When Emmanuel and Jawan were healthy and the way we were playing with those guys, it's really been three teams because Derek missed the first five, and that's a completely different lineup that we had to do some things with that we're doing differently now. So, for these guys to continue to fight through everything that we faced, the one thing that's been constant is the effort. These guys have continued to go out there and fight and stay together. Everybody sees what they do on the floor, but what you don't see is what they do behind the scenes and the preparation and the attentiveness in the film session and growing from mistakes and trying to get better from that. And we've been on a heck of a stretch. I mean, we played pretty much home road, and hadn't had more than 2 days prep, and we finish off with one more of those in third time in the East Coast, I think, in the last 2 weeks. So we got to find a way to battle through it. We'll get a chance to exhale a little bit after the game at Rutgers. I told our guys they need to enjoy it. They deserve to enjoy this one, but we got a big day tomorrow to start preparing for a very good Rutgers team.
How many 17-point comebacks have you been a part of?
Oh God, Amy, I don't know. I've been playing a long time. 8, 9, 10. I don't know.
This was fun. Is Wilhelm okay? I know that he.
Yeah, he got popped in the face, but he's okay. Yep.
Coach for precautionary reasons, or
Just the way the flow of the game was going. Yeah, but I was pleased with Wilhelm. I thought he gave us good minutes today as a starter. Yep. Thank you.